Hey guys, welcome back to another Preachers Creatures video. And in this video, we're going to continue diving into our Dragon Den RX FX series and our test drive box. And we're going to do a couple more of these. We have on the menu today RX2, and you can see on this side right here, that is supposed to be a magenta to a violet. And so we're going to be trying that one out today. And then we have our second option is going to be FX2. And that is on this side, it's also a magenta and a violet. And so what we have discovered by messing with these and looking at some of these is they're both a borosilicate and silica. And my understanding is that it seems like the RX is maybe like a finer granule, and then the FX seems to be a little bit larger granule. And let's see, I don't have one I can show you because we kind of goofed it up last week because we put in too much black flake and it turned it dark on us. And so we don't have that site to site comparison, but I mean it's still showing off some shine anyhow. But we had fun with that. And we're going to continue with this. Also, we're going to do we did A cup, cup A last time. We're going to do cup B this time. And so I think that is what they call the dragon blood. It's a powder suspended in liquid. And I may be wrong, but I think that's what they call it. It might be something altogether different, but if it is, I don't know what it is, and I don't want to lead you astray. So if there's anybody out there that already does the Dragon Den co-op mystery box, and if I'm wrong, please correct me in that. All right, guys, so let's get our first half a cup of plastic. Like we mentioned in our video before, these test cups are made to go in a half of cup of plastic. And so, once you do that, if it's too concentrated for you, then you can always add more plastic to it, plastisol to it, and thin it out some. But I think they do a great job to a half a cup. So anyhow, all right, we're going to get this camera situated. We're going to get this plastisol heated up, and we are going to be right back. Thanks, guys. All right, we're good on the temp. So let's do the RX2. RX2. Show you guys that. Try to flip all that down in there. Okay. And let's see here. Ooh, how about that? There's some gold in it. Wasn't expecting that. I might have got a mislabeled cup, guys. Might have got a mislabeled cup. That happens from time to time when you're working with humans. The reason I say that is the card says it's supposed to be magenta to violet, but I'm seeing rose, gold, and green. So I may have actually got two cups that were RX1s and they might have mislabeled an RX2 cup, but that's okay. That's fine. We're going to shoot it anyway, and it's going to be pretty either way. So let's go ahead and we'll reposition the camera. I'm actually going to probably heat that up right quick. Yeah, it's down to 312. By the time I reheat it, that'll give me time to get the air vise back up and running, and we should be good to go. All right, guys, stick around. All right, guys, yeah, we get this heated back up, and we will compare this. Yeah, I think I may have gotten a second RX1 cup, but that's okay. We'll compare it to the one that we shot. All right, so let's stay with this. Do the 3-inch crappie crusher. All right, so let's see these 3-inchers. I like these showing these off anyway, because they do a great job of showing off that color. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, that's got to be the RX6. I'll have to check in my box to see maybe if the RX6 looks more like the magenta to violet. That'll be all right. That is nice. Yeah, I like this. Moving it up and down, seeing that shift around. That is beautiful, guys. All right, so we're going to get us another half cup plastic heated up, and then we are going to do the FX number 2. FX number 2. All right, guys, FX2 cup, FX2 going in, and that's supposed to be magenta and violet, and so. Oh yeah, I think that's the right one. Yep, I can already tell the difference. Ooh, I got it on my finger. Let's see, right there. How about that? Don't want to accidentally wipe that on your eyebrow or eyelid and then go out to town. You might get some funny looks. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the right color. So, the RX2 would look like this, except the particle sizes would be smaller. So if my understanding is correct, and it may not be, again, I'm not above being corrected if you know the difference, but let's get this moved over, and while it's still fairly hot, I'll just move the camera like that, since I don't have to set up the air vise. We're going to start off, we're going to shoot the crappie 3-inch crappie slayer. And hopefully now that the mold is a little warmer, we'll get the 2-inchers as well. Maybe not. I might not be putting enough plastic in the cup. That's okay. Top them off. Well, guys, I hope y'all have had a good day. I've had a good day myself. Been a rainy day, but it's been a good day. All right. Let's get ready to showcase these beauties. Yeah, we got most of them shot. We got enough shot to show off most of them. It just boils down to I'm not putting enough in the cup. But the main thing is we get to view this and see what this looks like in a bait, so that you can decide if you want to invest in that. All right, we are back after the attack of the compressor. Interrupted our last segment. And we have the 3-inch crappie Slayer. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. How about that? Beauties. Absolute beauties. Look at the sparkle, look at the shine. Is that not awesome? Let's see. Get that in there. Yeah. Straighten that up a little bit. Pretty, pretty. A little side to side. Let me see if I can tighten this up a little bit, so that I'm not about hitting the tripod. That is sweet. I like it. All right, so we got one more cup to do. This is cup number B. Don't forget to learn your numbers, kids. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now this is cup number B, and we're going to do one more and see what this looks like, and we will get another cup of plastisol heated up, and we shall be right back, guys. This is cup B. Cup B. We have been shaking it up. This is a suspended liquid, or this is a colorant suspended in liquid. So we're going to get that poured in. See if we can encourage a little bit more to come out. There we go. We want all that goodness that we can get. All right. I think it's going to be about all we can get out of there. Let's see here. Get that off my finger. Get it on my pants. Ooh. How about this? If only I had some random black flake. Yeah. I think I used all of it last week, or last video. Actually, I do have some that Dave from Blue Line sent me. had some questions about Dragon Den stuff, and he was gracious to send me a little bit of that random black flake. But I want to shoot this in its pure form, and we'll make a decision if we want to add something else to it here just a little bit. All right, I am going to pop this in the microwave because I feel like it's starting to cool off on me, and then we'll be right back and get to shooting. All right, guys, we shot that last one off camera. Didn't mean to, but we did anyway. I set the camera up and then forgot to hit the record button, so I apologize for that. But we're going to crack this puppy open and see what we have. This is just that colorant, or that powder suspended, and I am definitely seeing, from my point of view, I'm seeing a little bit of blue, some green, some gold, and then shifting to some pink. Very interesting. Give y'all a reveal shot there. And when we lay it down on the black felt, it really gives it some punch. So that tells me that we would be able to put some black flake in this, and it would really give it some pop. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So why don't we do that? Why don't we let's go ahead and put a little extra on there, a little extra flake in there, and just for some backer, and see what it does to it. I think we're back up to temp, decent temperature. Yeah, I got a fan blowing over there for ventilation, and it's been cooling my plastisol off a little bit quicker than normal, but that's okay. All right, so what I have put in this cup is I have put a 1/16 of a teaspoon, and we're going to add it to this and go from there. I didn't want to put too much in it like I did the other day, and so I measured it out, put it in that cup. Yeah, that brought some magic out, didn't it? See that changing in the cup a little bit. Let's see if I can bring this up here. A little bit better. See it in the overhead. So, how about that? That brought some color out. Kind of makes you wonder if I went just a little bit more, if it would do it again and make it pop just a little bit. So let me do another 1/16. And this is holographic black. So it's going to be a total of 1/8. Hopefully that's not too much. Oh yeah, that did good. That did good. Very nice. Looks like it brought out some rose and some purple and gold. All right, so let's shoot this in the crappie 3-inch crappie slayer. Bring you guys in for widen you out so you can see. Put my glove on. Here we go. And again, these aren't necessarily colorants, they are additives. Here we go. that should do. I'll top it off a little bit more. That 3-inch crusher or 3-inch slayer is a plastic drinking it's a plastic drinking mold. Man, is it gorgeous. I have to top it off a little bit. It drinks more whenever it's cold, so I've shot it. This is the 4th time now, so it might be getting warmed up pretty good. All right, we're going to switch it up. All right, guys, here we go. Last shoot of this video. And again, this is the 3-inch crappie slayer. And get our felt over here. And let's see if we can crack this one open. That kind of got a little sloppy. That's all right. Yep. Again, this was test cup B. Number B. That is got a lot of sparkle. Very nice. Very nice. All right, guys, I think you're kind of getting the idea, hopefully by now, what this test drive box is all about. I'm probably not going to go through the rest of the box on video, but you know, I might find something in there that looks good, and I want to show it off. But that's the whole idea of the test drive box is so that you can test these products out, see what you like, and see what you don't like, and then you know, if you want to get in on an order, then you can fill out the form. Remember, guys, it's not a website. It's not a you know, it's not Amazon or you know, I'm not going to name off the bait making companies, you know, those that are retail. So we talked a little bit in the last video about retail and wholesale and all that, and there's a trade-off, guys. If you're going to go through a co-op like this, and you're going to get these products for a cheaper price, the trade-off is going to be time. That's kind of the way I look at it. You're going to be waiting a little while. Let's do this. Hold on. I feel like I'm being rude. Let me get the camera situated. All right. That's a little better. So what I was saying is, you know, when it comes to the co-op, from my understanding, you're going to trade off time. You can order through some of these retail shops, retail supplies, and you know, you're going to get your stuff within, you know, a couple days, a week, something like that. It's going to be a fairly short turnaround, but you're going to pay retail. And if I'm here, and this is solely my opinion, the way I look at it, to help you understand, because I truly believe that there is a place for these companies, for retail, and they're great people. Everybody I've dealt with, all these companies I've dealt with, man, they're just wonderful people. You're talking about like Mad Micahs, you're talking about 8-Bit Baits, you know, Barlow's, you know, the list goes on and on. These companies, they put out wonderful products for the retail market. And so if I'm just a hobby bait maker that's going to make baits for myself, you know, I'm going to the retail guys because I'm not ordering. I'm ordering, a 1 ounce container, or a little bit at a time, because that's all I need. I don't need huge volume sitting on the shelf. If I'm a bait maker and I'm making baits in volume, then I need volume stuff and I need volume pricing, so that I can get my costs down and I can make sure that I'm passing that along to the customer. And so that's the trade-off. There is, you're getting a wholesale price, but you're going to be waiting, a month, 2 months to get your stuff, because once you put your order in, and they order, I think, like once a month. And I'm not just talking about the test drive kits. I'm talking about, like, I ordered some bags, I ordered some glitter, I ordered some other things, and so each month they compile that order, they put it in, at the manufacturer, and then the manufacturer fills the order. They put it. Some things come in, on a plane. Some things come in container ships, and those things take a while to ship all the way over to the United States. Once they get in port, then they ship it to the guys that organize the co-op. Then they break that up into the orders that we have put in, and then those orders are invoices sent to us. That's letting us know how much it costs, and then we pay that invoice, and once that's paid, then the product is shipped to us. And so that's how this thing works. Does it mean I'm never going to order from the retail guys? Absolutely not. But there's just certain things that I'm using to make baits constantly that I would like to get at a wholesale price, so that I'm not having to pass that cost to the customer. So I hope this has helped. And again, I'm probably not going to go through all the different individual cups and things of that nature. There are some things that I am going to make some more videos about, but I need to do a little bit more research. For example, these Dragon balls, I want to do that, but I want to make sure that I'm using proper terminology, so that when I talk about this stuff, you guys don't get the wrong product name in your head, and you think you're ordering one thing and you're ordering something else. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on this product to see what it is, how to use it. I think it's pretty much the same as far as you drop it into a half a cup of plastic, and then to shoot your test shots to see what it looks like in the bait. And then there's this right here. This is a special product. I was fortunate enough to get this in my box, and what this is a brush on, and it's a powder. It's a very fine powder. You brush it on the inside of your molds, or you can do a skin pour and then brush it on the inside of the skin pour, and then you shoot your baits. And this stuff is pretty sweet, what I have seen. I haven't used it yet, but I have seen it being used, and this is very impressive stuff. But there's a reason why it's in such a small container. You know how it is. The more awesome this stuff is, the more it's going to cost, whether you get it wholesale or retail. And so we're excited about that. And all right, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you made it this far, I appreciate it so much. And don't forget, guys, I appreciate everything that y'all do for my channel. We are getting up to 900 and maybe around 25 subscribers. And so my next video is going to have to be including the giveaway. And so I'm going to build a crappie pack and a bass pack, and we're going to be giving that away for our 1,000 subscriber mark when we hit that. So guys, appreciate everything. Keep watching the videos. Hit that like button, share the videos with others, and before you know it, we'll be doing a giveaway. Thank you. I love you. God bless you. And don't forget, you'll love the features of Preacher's Creatures.